Good evening, this is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue my part series. The week that was college football history review, the 1980 college football season for week 6. The games that played on October 11th, 1980. Let's get into it. We're going to start with number 1, Alabama, barely beating Rutgers 17-13 at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Our heralded Scarlet Knights became the first team of the season to take lead on Crimson Tide at the 44-yard field goal by kicker Alex Falcinelli in the first quarter. Alabama's 26-game winning streak was saved as quarterback Don Jacobs hit wide receiver James Mallard with 49-yard touchdown pass in the third quarter for a 17-6 lead. Rutgers pulled within 17-13 on a 9-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Ed McMichael to tailback Albert Ray and had ball in Bama territory once more before blitzing cornerback Mike Clements made Tide's fifth sack of the game to snuff the threat. So in holding Crimson Tide 25 points below season scoring average, Rutgers' defense was led by linebacker Mike Knight, who was in on 13 tackles. Perhaps Rutgers was too high for this effort because it lost following week to William & Mary. Next, Florida State, the number 11 team in the country, defeated number 4 Pittsburgh 36-22. Not bad October for Knight for Seminoles, following up win over number 3 Nebraska with victory over number 4 Pittsburgh. Scoring 36 points against the fabled Panthers defense was surprising. FSU stars included quarterback Rick Stockstill, who was assigned to choose plays direction at line of scrimmage upon reading defense, and tailback Sam Platt. Pittsburgh suffered 7 turnovers, including 3 interceptions by Dan Marino, while Seminoles lost none. FSU took advantage of field position to fashion 23 straight points in between Marino's 2 touchdown passes to wide receiver Dwight Collins. Lead was stretched to 29-15 on final pair of Florida State kicker Bill Capice's school record 5 field goals. Next, number 7 Notre Dame beat number 13 Miami 32-14, facing Miami defense that had surrendered only 62 yards total rushing without country's second leading ground gainer and halfback Phil Carter should have been cause for concern. No worry. Notre Dame offensive line opened holes for backup halfback Jim Stone to gain 224 yards, more than he notched in all of 1979. Quarterback Blair Kill became first freshman since quarterback Ralph Galimi in 1951 to start at quarterback for Irish, and kicker Harry Oliver kicked school record tying 4 field goals. Notre Dame defense had Hurricanes blanked until fourth quarter and did not allow single first downs in either second or third quarters. Miami quarterback Jim Kelly, who passed for 220 yards, threw 3 passes for touchdowns in the fourth quarter. 2 to his teammates, but another to Notre Dame defensive back Tom Givens on interception return. Texas, number 3 team in the country, beat number 12 Oklahoma. Number 3 Texas beat number 12 Oklahoma 20-13 in Dallas. For years, Oklahoma had dipped into Texas for star players. This time, the Oklahoma native starred for the Longhorns. Halfback Rodney Tate Jr. from Beggs scored 2 touchdowns, including fourth down, 1-yard game winner with a little more than 8 minutes left. Oklahoma was kept off scoreboard in the first half, while fumbles by quarterback J.C. Watts deep in his own territory set up Tate's 3-yard touchdown run and kicker John Goodson's 18-yard field goal for a 10-0 lead for Texas. Sooners stormed back in second half despite suffering raft of turnovers and having to battle formidable Texas defense led by defensive lineman Kenneth Sims, 3 sacks, and forced fumble. Oklahoma took 13-10 lead on 2 field goals by kicker Mike Keeling and 36-yard touchdown run of fullback Stanley Wilson. Texas quarterback Donnie Little, who rushed for 110 yards and threw for 99 yards, sparkled on game's winning 76-yard drive, hitting wide receivers Les Corning and Maurice McCloney for 25 yards and 32 yards respectively. Baylor, the number 18 team in the country, beat number 20 Southern Methodist 32-28. Featuring 2 undefeated teams for the first time in a 63-year rivalry, the game was more significant than usual as the Mustangs built a 21-0 halftime lead. Built a 21-0 lead. Mustangs built a 21-0 lead as tailback Eric Dickerson had 112 yards on 22 carries, had a touchdown run. Quarterback Mike Ford threw a touchdown pass. Cornerback John Simmons returned interception 32 yards for a touchdown. Baylor rallied with 2 touchdowns before halftime as halfback Alfred Anderson ran 22 yards for a touchdown. Quarterback Jay Jeffrey First of his 3 touchdowns, quarterback Reg Phillips turned momentum back SMU's way in third quarter. Block punt in Baylor to territory that set up Ford's 14-yard touchdown pass to tight end Clement Fox. So SMU led 28-14. Jeffrey then sparked um, Bears to clutch revival. 3 straight scoring drives that counted 18 points. SMU's final effort went 66 yards for Ford, frustratingly lost snap on fourth down on Bears 8-yard line with 18 seconds left. Baylor defensive tackle Joe Campbell Rice beat Texas Christian 24 to 28-24. Rice beat Texas Christian 28-24. All right, welcome back. Rice beat Texas Christian 28-24. Uh, Rice beat Texas Christian 28-24, where a pair of depressed teams and totaling 1 win still produced exciting conclusions, scoring 21 straight points. Owls rallied from 24-7 halftime deficit with 9-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Randy Hurdle to wide receiver Hosea Fortune with 43 seconds left. Hurdle hit 9 for 9, 79 yards on last drive to cover its entirety. Quarterback Steve Stamp then led Horned Frogs 66 yards to Rice's 3-yard line before throwing an end zone interception to Rice linebacker Richard Gray. Earlier, Stamp had thrown 2 touchdowns to wide receiver Philip Epps and ran for a touchdown. Unfortunately, Stamp also threw 3 interceptions, one of which was returned 56 yards by Owls defensive back Ricky Thomas to TCU 19-yard line to set up Rice's 3rd touchdown on 1-yard run by quarterback Doug Johnson. It narrowed Frogs' margin to 24-21. Last but not least, we had UCLA, number 5 team in the country, beating number 16 Stanford 35-21. It was good old days for two foes. UCLA quarterback Tom Ramsey and Stanford quarterback John Elway have been high school rivals in San Fernando Valley at Kennedy and Grenada Hills, respectively. Clearly, Ramsey was flourishing under new offensive coordinator Homer Smith after a slow start, during which Bruins trailed 21-7. Tailback Freeman McNeil busted out for 220 yards and 4 touchdowns in the second half, and garnering his seventh straight 100-yard game, a school record 13th overall at the time. McNeil racked up 146 yards and 2 touchdowns, all in the third quarter, including a 72-yard play that tied score at 21-21. The Cardinals halfback Darren Nelson rushed for 2 touchdowns of 17 and 30 yards, while John Elway stripped off 5 sacks during the first half to forge a 21-7 lead. Even with the Stanford's 3 touchdowns, the Bruins defense had surrendered only 49 points in 5 games. So that includes a look at Week 6, the games that were played during October 11th, 1980. Week 6 of the games that were played on October 11th, 1980. Week 6, the week that was college football history review, the 1980 college football season. Here is the October 13th AP poll. Number 20 was Stanford, 19 Iowa State, 18 Miami, 17 Oklahoma, 16 Missouri, 15 South Carolina, 15 was South Carolina, 14 Arkansas, Baylor, 13, 12 Penn State, 11 Pittsburgh, number 10 Nebraska, number 9 Ohio State, 8 North Carolina, 7 Florida State, number 6 Georgia, 5 Notre Dame, number 4 UCLA, 3 Texas, 2 Southern California, and number 1 Alabama. That includes a look at Week 6 college football history review, the 1980 college football season. For Week 6, the games that were played on October 11th, 1980. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Do a video of this magnitude tomorrow. Until then, like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Until then, talk to you tomorrow. Talk to you soon.